Which brings us to the exercise in local foraging, part 9. All right. Okay, so if we look at intro server public index.html, we can see how the local forage ports are hooked up on the JavaScript side. So this is the one time where we actually need to dive out of part 9 and into server, because this index.html file lives in the server and is not particular to any one of these exercises. So inside the public directory, we can open up index.html. And inside of here, we can see a bunch of random stuff that's just like the favicon and the fonts and the style sheet and all that good stuff. Here's the script importing local forage, and elm.js, which is our compiled Elm code. I put a little welcome here in case people looked into this earlier on in the exercises. But basically, on the Elm side, all we're going to need to do is make changes to stuff in the part 9 directory. This is really just for our reference. So we can see in here, we're doing initially localforage.getItem session, and we're using that to kick off this initial flags value that we're passing into Elm, saying, okay, this is the initial session value. Then we're setting up a subscription here. We're doing app.ports.storesession.subscribe, which is to say every time Elm sends us a command through a port named store session, we want to run this function that receives the new session and sets it in local forage. And then finally, after we get the new session, we're going to just call app.ports.onSessionChange and send the new session to that, such that it will now receive that session through the subscription and can update things accordingly. So the critical thing here is the two names, store session and onSessionChange. Those are the two things that need to line up on the Elm side with whatever they are going to be on the JavaScript side. Okay. So that's all we need to do on the JavaScript side. That's already all done for us. We just need to remember the names. So the exercise is to add the corresponding ports to session.elm. Okay. So we have a pair of to-dos in here. First one is we're going to send a session to JavaScript. So this is sort of a do-nothing command that is sort of wired up to not be interesting. What we want to do is replace this with a port. So define the port and then call it from this function such that it actually sends that token out to JavaScript. The other thing we need to do is do the same thing on the reverse side, bringing data in from JavaScript via this subscription, which is receive session from JavaScript. Once we've got both of those implemented, everything should work, and we should once again be able to sign up.